Patch's Cheap Chimps challenge. Try saying that one 3 times as fast as possible. So patches challenge you to beat logs with chimps rules while spending less cash than or pick your hero before jumping in. I have picked my hero because I kind of have a plan for this one. So first off, we're playing on logs. This is on medium mode as opposed to hard mode. So usually, these chimp runs would be on hard mode, but we're playing on medium because I guess they wanted to make it a little bit easier for players. And the target is to beat this entire thing by using up less than $80,000. Now the total amount of cash that you get from chimps mode is $180,000. So playing with 80k is a little less than half, I guess, but then when you account for the game mode being medium, I guess we're playing with about half the money that we would usually get in a chimps game. So obviously this is logs, and a lot of things would work on logs on chimps mode. So I wanted to do a 2-in-1 with this video. A lot of towers got changed in update 37, and I wanted to check in on the bottom path heli, the Comanche Commander. I feel like this is a sleeper tower that's only been getting buffs for the past few patches, and today we're gonna see how good it is. Since there is a cash limit to this thing, I brought Etienne as the hero, and we're gonna have Eti as our camo detection / DPS helping hand, and then we're gonna have the Comanche Commander as the main damage source. So first off, let me place Etienne and let's look at the changes. So a lot of these changes in this update, well, actually almost all of them have been focused on the missiles. So if you guys know, this is an attack that I'm not sure if the Comanche Commander had, but they added it with the Moab Shove a few patches ago, where the Moab Shove now shoots a rocket, and that was kind of the lead popping power for the bottom pad, right? If you could afford the Moab Shove upgrade, you could have lead popping power on your heli, and they are making these things stronger. So they upped the damage from 7 to 15. And now they have a bonus to Moab class, which went from 5 to 8. Now this also got applied to the mini helis as well, so these guys should be in general a little bit better, actually almost double the damage, I guess, to Moab class balloons. And we're gonna see how they do. We're gonna see how good they actually are. Okay, so getting the money for the heli, and I'm just thinking, where do I want to have this? Because I also want to have a village, and I also want to have a glue storm, and hopefully, I didn't do the mats, but I think it's gonna be fine. I want to have an embrittlement ice as well. So do I have it here at the top or on the left tile at the bottom? I actually think I'm gonna have it at the bottom probably. I'm kind of looking at this prime spot, which is right to the left of Etienne. So I want to have that spot for either the embrittlement ice or the glue. And I think I'm gonna have it here and then try and leave some space like right there, I think. Yeah, let's check. Yeah, there's enough space. Okay, so that's fine. So there goes the heli. This is obviously gonna be a, I guess I'm gonna go for a 200 into 203. I'm gonna try and get the Moab Shove so we can have lead popping power before around 28, and slowly, work our way upwards to the other towers. Now I brought Etienne for the camo detection, so we don't have to go for the middle path. But we are still going to have a problem with DDTs, and that's why I mentioned the glue storm. I want to get the glue storm because it's gonna enable us to pop DDTs basically. So you use the ability, it goes the entire screen, and it also quote unquote delets the DDTs. So it's gonna help Etienne as well as the Comanche Commander later on, and that's kind of the plan. And also the embrittlement ice, and both of those things are gonna add plus damage. So we're gonna see how good this thing is, because there's obviously no other way to buff the Comanche Commander, right? Because these alchemists and the overclocks, they don't work on sub towers. So if we were to get an alchemist, it would only buff the main heli, but that's not how this tower works. We need the damage to spread out across all the helis. And by the way, it's not looking like we're gonna have enough money for the Moab Shove, so I'm just gonna get a sniper. This is gonna be just a 100 sniper, and then when we get the Moab Shove, it's gonna be fine. And so because things like the Alchemist and the Overclock don't work, they only work on the main heli, there's not really much point in getting them in the first place. And also we have a cash constraint, right? So we wouldn't be able to have them even if we wanted to. So round 39, the Moab is coming next round, and I was kind of hoping to get the Comanche defense before it comes out, but it's not look like it's happening. So I guess we're gonna have, it's not like gonna be a problem or anything like that. I just wanted to get it. And do we need to use Etienne's? I think I'm just gonna use the ability just to be safe versus these regrows. It's only 2, but they can cause a huge trouble, and there's no restart. I'm usually playing in the challenge editor, and even if you lose, you can restart. But this is an actual challenge, so we have to be careful. So this bottom path, these Comanches, even though you don't see them now, they start appearing at a certain percentage of the track when the balloons pass a certain percentage of the track, right? So I think it's every 25% it was. So when the balloons pass the first 25% of the track, one extra heli is gonna fly in, and then at 50% is gonna be 2 helis, and at 75% is gonna be 3 helis. And let's just quickly watch what happens around 49. So are we gonna get 2 helis? No, we're not. That's just 1. but that's fine. I mean, the fact that you're upgrading to Comanche defense doesn't mean that the heli remains the same. It actually means that the heli becomes stronger. And there is another change that happened in this update that I didn't mention, so I'm gonna show it to you guys now, which is the mini helis. Let's just wait for one to spawn. There we go. So the mini helis now follow the targeting that the main heli is on. They didn't used to work like this. They were on pursuit permanently. Even if you didn't have the pursuit targeting unlocked, they would just go on pursuit, but now they follow the targeting. So that's a nice quality of life change, and I guess gives you more control over them. Okay, so round 62, we just got the money for the Comanche Commander. It's 35,000, but I'm actually not gonna upgrade to the Comanche because, well, it's still technically the Comanche thing that we have now, but it's the Comanche defense versus the Commander, right? But I'm not gonna upgrade because I want to see how this thing goes versus round 63. We have no lead popping power, it's only the small rockets. The rockets have a little bit of pierce, a little bit of AoE, so that should be fine. Now let's watch what happens. This is the first wave, so we're gonna get the first heli for sure. Do we get the second one though? No, it's not looking like it. So one heli was enough for the first wave. Is it gonna go? Yeah, it's gonna go further for the second one. Let's see if we get the second one. Yeah, there we go. So even though the first one expired, the second one appears. And there's a third wave incoming. Are we gonna get 3 helis to spawn? So these two disappeared. And now, if we get past 75%, they're gonna come back. Yeah, there we go. So 3 helis, and they clean up everything. Yeah, that's nice. And around 64, yeah, they're just gonna demolish, especially because they have the Moab shove upgrade, right? And even if they're, even if they're taking a little bit of time of popping these balloons, they're just gonna stall them a little bit. So let's get the Comanche Commander now, and I guess these guys are gonna hold on for a very long time. So I'm gonna see you guys in a second. $25,000 left. 25,025. I think we have the mats down, kinda. I'm playing this half of fields. I have not done the mats on this, but I think we're gonna be able to afford a glue storm. It's a cheap tower. Plus it's medium mode, so it's a glue storm plus an umbrella ice. That's the plan, to amplify the damage from these darts. So let's get the glue storm. I guess we should have it here, or maybe we should have the umbrella here. I don't know. Let's buy the glue storm first, just because we're gonna have DDTs in a few rounds. Wait a minute, that was barely enough for the glue storm. Is this gonna be a problem? I don't think so, just because we have Etienne as the hero, and I'm not sure how strong the Comanches are, but let's use this is basically why I got the glue storm. So unless they get glued, they cannot pop DDTs unless we use the glue storm. So there he goes. Alright, so round 93, more DDTs incoming. We're just gonna have to click the ability basically on these DDT rounds, and that's about it. There they go. That wasn't even close. We're gonna have to see how they do on 95 though. That's gonna be an interesting round for sure. Let's see how I do versus round 94. Etienne is level 18. Is he gonna be able to get to level 20 before like 98, 99? I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see, but let's just use the glue storm ability. This is kind of one of the first, I guess, one of the big 3 rounds, right? So it's 94, 96, and 98 with a bunch of just ZOMGs and BFBs. But they seem to be cleaning this one up pretty nicely. Maybe I should not use the ability to amplify their damage just to see how strong they are. Do we buy this though? $980. It's within our budget, guys. We can afford it. We can barely afford it. I think I'm gonna buy it. Let's just get another drone. Just a little bit more damage. Yeah, let's just buy it. And let's see how we do with these Comanche helis. I'm gonna use the Eti ability as well, and I'm gonna use the UCAV. It got a little close, I'm gonna be honest. I think that Eti might have done a little bit of. I think Eti might have helped a little bit, but yeah, they cleaned it up. Yeah, it's fine. And they don't have anything else. I mean, to be fair, there's not many other ways to buff them, but I guess an Embrittlement Ice would have helped a lot. It's +1 damage, but it goes a very long way with towers like these. And it's round 96 that just evaporates. So these guys don't really care about anything that's not fortified, I think. They just pop it. Okay, so a few more rounds remaining. Etienne is level 19. Is he gonna get 20 on the next one? Is he gonna get 20 for round 98? I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. I think he might be able to get it, or if it's gonna remain a very small amount of its XP bar. No, there it goes. Okay, so level 20. If you guys don't know what happens at level 20, the level 10 ability becomes permanent. It starts orbiting around, and this is basically what happens with this drone. It just starts attacking by itself. The drone starts attacking by itself, and then when you click the ability, it just does a lot more damage. But let's watch round 98. I'm going to keep using the glue ability, and I think I'm just going to click the drones now, so I want to have them for 99, but I'm not going to click the UCAV. Yeah, I mean, that group of 45 Moabs is kind of making it a little bit further. A bunch more Moabs coming. They popped the UMGs, and this is the new buff, I think. By the way, let me just check this out. This glue storm ability is so annoying. Let's just have this thing at 80%. it takes away the entire screen. You can't see anything. It's just a bunch of yellow things flying around. Let's use it. Let's see how it goes. You can't see it. Wait, I have it at 80%. How does that one work? Oh, look at that. So even if you take away 1%, the ability disappears. That's interesting. Does this work like that for all abilities? I guess I'm going to leave it at 100 just because we want to have a visual indicator that we've used it. But those were the 45 deities. This is around 100 with $620 left. Is there something we could buy for $620? I want to end this with 0. I've seen people on Reddit end it with 0 and they still won. What I mean by 0 is they tied the score and they still won. And let's just do the 3 more darts. We're gonna beat it by $20. Let's use the UCV ability and let's use the drones when they come up. But yeah, these Comanches, I mean, they didn't get a lot of help, but then how much more help can you give them besides, you know, amping the damage that they do? Would you look at that? Nicely done. Thank you, patch. 79,980 and 1.7 million pops on this thing. So I guess it's not a bad tower. I mean, this tower has been getting consistently buffed for like 5 patches at least in a row, I think, or something like that. So they really want to make this tower work, and I guess they're kind of succeeding at it. I mean, those 0 MGs around 98, they just disappeared and they weren't even attacking them. So see how this thing goes. We might try it out on a different challenge, but that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.